We just had a friend that drove up from Mar-a-Lago to come and give us an update and then head back up there again. Is Emily Austin here? Sam, do we have Emily Austin here? Make some noise. Can we get Emily Austin up on the stage, please? Where are you? All right, so this is now Emily. How you doing, Emily?
How are you?
If you don't mind giving... Emily, how are things looking at Mar-a-Lago? You just came from there. What's the energy like?
Yes, I'm going to head back shortly. Everyone there doesn't seem to be nervous. I got there and I'm like biting my nails and I'm like, all right, guys, keep it real. You know, there's no reason to lie in this room. I'm not working tonight. And they're like, oh, honey, we got this. And I was like, thank God. Oh, it was such a good feeling to be the most nervous one in that room. It was good.
So really, no one is panicking, nervous,
They're
nothing?
Partying. They're literally like
And who's
partying.
there? Is it everybody that's there? I saw Elon is there with his kid on his shoulder.
Elon, I think, left. Dana White's there. I think Vivek just got there.
So the whole team is there.
The squad.
By the way, watch this. Rob, can you pull up the clip of what they're doing right now at Kamala's after party? Like they're waiting for the party. This is what the energy is like. Rob, I put a thumbs up on the video if you can show that. If you go to PVD Podcast, I gave a thumbs up on the video you guys sent. Do you see it? This one here, Rob, if you can pull it up. I just gave it a heart. I give you a question. I'll give you exclamation. I'll give you a ha-ha. This is what's going on with Kamala's camp right now, folks. Please be
Well,
nice.
the crowd here is still large, is still loud, but a little bit more subdued. And the word that I keep hearing, it must be some new phrase that has entered the lexicon, is the idea that people here are nauseously optimistic. Not just cautiously optimistic, but nauseously optimistic.
Have you ever heard anybody use the phrase nauseously optimistic?
That would be the first time I've ever heard that phrase, yeah. I'm nauseously optimistic. I mean, what? Absolutely not. Subdued, but nauseously optimistic. I don't think that is reality. I think...
I'm disgustingly optimistic with Trump.
You're what?
I'm disgustingly optimistic with Trump. Disgusted.
Do you know how amazing it is to be alive during this time? I remember watching Gone with the Wind when they burned Atlanta and Rhett Butler told Scarlett, remember this night, this is the night that the Old South died. We're watching the death of a evil institution in real time. And it's because the American people stood up and said, no more of this. They took it too far, like they always do. They finally took it too far. And the people stood up and put a stop to it. And to say that we were a part of it, to say that we were part of that group that stood up and said, no more, and that all of us were part of it. It is a beautiful thing, and I'm glad tonight to be here with my friends. It's good to be here.
Yeah, like it's cool that Trump's gonna win, but it is so awesome that she's gonna lose. I mean, it's just so great. It's just like listen, this was always, it's reminded me of 2016 again, and the best part of Donald Trump is just watching all of the worst people in this country lose, man. And I know some people will say, like, hey, that's not a good reason to support someone just because you hate the other side. And actually, yes, it fucking is a great reason to support somebody, because have you seen the other side? They're the worst human beings in the world. And goddamn, do they deserve it.
The best clip ever, I promise you I airplayed it to my TV the last 48 hours, is that liberal in 2016 with the beanie and the yellow jacket screaming. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? No! Yeah. No! We need that again. We need that one more time. It just feels too good.
Let me ask you a question, though. Let me ask all of you guys a question. 2016 was very different.
Yeah.
It was, you bet $800 to win $100 with Hillary Clinton 24 hours prior to that. I mean, they were convinced she's going to be a president. Do you remember, by the way, Twitter has probably a history of top 10 worst tweets of all time. Do you guys know what could compete for the #1 worst tweet of all time? Tell us, Dave.
Happy birthday to this future president.
Do you guys know what this is? Hillary Clinton tweets a picture of her as a kid saying happy birthday to the future president.
Yikes.
It's an astounding level of arrogance.
Astounding
It's
level
astounding.
of arrogance.
Yeah.
But by the way,
Nauseously optimistic.
nauseously optimistic. By the way, don't get it twisted, folks. Don't get it twisted. Many of us thought Hillary was going to win. And
I
by the way, I'm not saying everybody, I'm saying many, right? And even, I may be wrong, but when Trump walked up on stage after they won, do you remember Trump's face when he looked at his family? He's like, shit, I guess we're freaking presidents. I can only imagine when he's looking at Melania saying, babe, I think you're the first lady. Seriously? I think we won. I don't think 2024 is 2016.
Wait. There's just so much happening here. Can we just focus on this for a second? First and foremost, just wishing yourself a happy birthday in general is amazing.
Why would you do that?
And then but this was the general attitude that they have. Like, I remember also the night before, rather than going out and meeting voters, she threw a Beyonce and Jay-Z concert, Chance the Rapper. I mean, they brought everybody out. And I remember Jay-Z introducing her. He said, I would like to introduce to you the next president of the United. I mean, they were just so convinced that she had won in the most incredible way. But you rarely see this level of arrogance. To tweet to yourself, happy birthday, and just basically saying, like, you're going to be the president. And that's why I do think she did suffer some form of a psychotic break after the election, and she hasn't come back from it. She really hasn't, because they had convinced her, she had convinced herself, she had accepted the result that she had won before people even went to the polls, to find out that
tough.
she didn't to Donald Trump. I really don't think
Candace,
she's ever...
that is tough.
It's really tough.
That is very tough. And by the way, you know this Al Smith dinner, which you have to love the dinner because it's comedy, the shots they take, where he says, you know, Hillary bumped into me earlier. She said, pardon me. And he says, what? I'll think about it after I become the president, right? I mean, and by the way, this next one, the one he says to Eric Adams, he says, you know, Eric Adams, I'm being told he's a vegetarian. I don't know why he likes turkey so much. Did you understand when he helped Turkey build that building, $10 million? These are such great moments. But this one, I actually don't think you're going to see the same level of crying that we saw in 2016. I think this one, deep down inside, they know something's going on. They have a terrible candidate. They've been trying to fake it. They'll cry a little bit, but you're not going to see the greatest highlight reel of all time from 2016. My opinion, you could say I'm wrong, but I just think it's going to be a different highlight reel. Dominic?
It is true that you cannot compare the Clintons because I see them as a couple or as a clan with Kamala Harris. You cannot compare them in any way. She was terrible. Like, even Democrats were so unhappy. Biden said after they get rid of him, he said if she can compete, if she can win, I can win. I mean,
I say that too. I'm not even 35, and I feel like I could win over Kamala.
It's not about the age, because she's so, I can say that, she's so stupid. I mean, come on.
I tweeted this morning.
I mean, she's really is. When I heard Mr. Trump, when he says the low IQ and this, even if she's not stupid, the way she behaved, the arguments she was using were so primitive. You cannot build the future of the nation on death. That's what I said in the beginning.
Exactly.
If you want a future for your country, you cannot talk about death of the children, about killing of the children. You cannot talk and be obsessed about abortion. You cannot. This is how they end up talking about abortion, talking about transgender, about children being, you know, indoctrinated about transition, and they were about to destroy this nation's future. And thank God, it seems like Mr. Trump is the next president of the United States. I hope it will happen. Let's wait.
Amen.
But it looks like this nation was saved again, and Mr. Trump was saved, and that was God's intervention. I do believe Because if you would now believe that God intervened in this moment, what moments would be the God's intervention?
Very good point. By the way, I want to show you guys, Rob, if you can go back to that picture you had up. Look at this powerhouse table. Look at this.
Dana White, he's the absolute
One has
best.
access to a few thousand of the toughest fighters in the world.
Yeah.
The other guy's got access to $300 billion. And the other one's got access to the world paying attention to him. All at the same table.
That's a power photo.
That's
for
a
sure.
powerful table right there. By the way, report just came in. If you can show this, Fox just said this. Republicans officially gained Senate.
Woo! Woo!
That's wild.
Wow.
One of the best decisions I ever made in my life was joining the U.S. Army. When I served the 101st Airborne Division Air Assault, the level of pride of America being the greatest country in the world went to the roof. If you are a veteran, or if you support veterans, you have family members, Veterans Day, we have brand spanking new gear for you to choose from, a whole plethora of options of what to choose from, with shirts that say we support armed veterans, I am an armed veteran, dog tags, shirts, hats, all of the different gears that we have. And for the first 250 people that place an order, you have the option of 12 to 15 brand spanking new mugs that we have. One says Angry Patriot, another one says BizDoc, another one has got the US flag, another one has PBD Podcast or Valuetainment or A Future Looks Bright. Go to vtmerch.com, place your order for Veterans Day. These things are gonna go very quickly, and you'll get a custom mug that'll be sent your way.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.